And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. The give out of the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defense.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Preston. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
To the air, it's McCoy. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick handoff. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the option. Shakes off the tackler. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tulane right back to the line. Looking for space. It's Hughes. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going with the ground game left. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Inside the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Beaver! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Michigan State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. First and goal from the 3. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. Oh, look out. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tulane.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. To throw, it's McCoy. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking for room. It's Hankerson. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll leave it with him. Discards a man. Oh, the ball squirts out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. 1st down here for the offense. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Thompson to throw. A little screen to the running back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Tulane right back to the line.
He's tackled at the 31. And that's a first down for the offense.
Handoff from the gun. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
42. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Looking to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And the Tulane offense will take over 1st and 10.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The play action fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Going over the top. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, in the 1st half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Thompson wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Dropping back, it's McCoy. Fires to the big fella. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Beavers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and in those 3rd and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
I'll try to power it in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Thompson to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tulane 28, Oregon State 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Thompson wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Using his legs, it's Hankerson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. The Beavers will hustle to the line. Running back goes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah. Just another week of college football. You expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the... it's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Red pass, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with the pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Let's go!
On the option. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Now, a 4th down.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Riding up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Going to the running game.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. This quarterback part of their running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Preston. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, this...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. Wide out in motion. He leaves it with his back. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Rushing to the line, trying to get in a little better position for their kicker. On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
He runs out of bounds.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good, and that's your ball game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it.